Lester,
Yeah.
do you feel sorry for the captain of that ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal?
I'm starting to think there's some conspiracy going on. I mean, who? Okay, I mean, firstly, how did it happen?
Do you think it
Because
was a freak
it's a
accident?
narrow canal, right? And these are big tankers. And is
Huge.
there a history where people go, I'm just going to do a quick U-turn here, and yeah, because we've made it before, we'll make it again. And yeah, every time we take a sharp intake of breath, oh, that was close, and we make it, and then it's fine. And then this is the one time that we didn't get it right, or it was deliberate, because during COVID times, perhaps, and now here comes the conspiracy theory. Pay attention, girls and boys. If you block the Suez Canal, it affects the oil price.
Yeah.
It drives the oil price up because the supply chain is affected. And during COVID times, when people were driving around less because of lockdown, there was less demand for oil, and it had an impact on that industry. So was this a little easy, deliberate thing to do, just to get the oil companies or the oil barons, get them to get stability in their industry?
But it's temporary, right? Because eventually, they will dig
Yeah,
up
but
that ship.
it didn't cost anything to do it, right? It'll pay off to the captain, maybe.
Yeah, but
Theoretically.
the captain is in trouble because I mean, if the canal loses 2 weeks worth of traffic, right?
Yeah.
They make about $10 billion a day in terms of value of goods that basically are shipped across the canal every day. So that's 10 billion worth of goods that were delayed. Multiply that by 2 weeks, it's looking at a substantial amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine the captain's really ducked.
Or he's been taken out, or what? Not? He's ducked.
No.
He's running for his life.
But
or
like
what?
I'm pretty I would assume it's
Swimming.
It's an claim political asylum in Egypt.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. I mean, you forget that that's such an important sort of passage for the ships, because I mean, the alternative is what? If you don't go through the Suez Canal,
You go around Africa.
yeah.
But that's really good for Cape Town. Did you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
did you guys see that image of the traffic, of the ship traffic that's going around the west coast of Africa to Cape Town and then into the Indian Ocean? It's really impressive.
Must be crazy. Must be crazy.
Yeah.
Is he frozen?
No.
Is he thinking?
No, I'm not frozen.
No.
He blinked. Yeah. So, I wonder what that does for sort of the port down in Cape Town or Durban or whatever.
those guys
All
are
these
busy.
stopping there for what? I don't know, replenish supplies or
Yeah.
drop off some shit, or I don't know what the story is. That's yeah.
So is there now like a parking jam, traffic jam in the Mediterranean?
Yeah. So
This has been it's going like this for a while. So
there's 300 ships on either side stacked, but the rest of the ships obviously have already, the ones that left the port, diverted to go around the Atlantic and then Indian Ocean, so around the African coast, which is really good for South Africa. It's because everyone.
yeah, but I mean,
every one of those ships will make a pit stop in Cape Town,
well,
even
maybe.
even if it's just for a short bathroom break.
There's yeah, I mean, if you look at those ships, right? They don't just take one load from port A to port B.
Yeah.
Their load is synchronized on a. They bounce around all ports all over the place, offload, onload constantly.
Yeah.
So just because they're stuck in them, they can't easily reroute because their whole load is stacked based on the sequence of loading and offloading that they got ahead of them.
Yeah. But if the ships basically, if most of the cargo is destined to, for example, say Southeast Asia from Europe, right? And I think that's where most of the traffic actually comes from, or from, the Middle Eastern countries that have access to Mediterranean, or From the Red Sea, it doesn't really matter because you can still go out and basically deliver goods all over Southeast Asia, right?
Why has this not happened before, or has it that we just don't know about it, or
Because
even
we
the
haven't-
Suez Canal?
we've been building up bigger and bigger and bigger cargo ships like every year. Like the size of the cargo ships is really impressive. I mean, that cargo ship that got jammed up at the canal is literally 400 meters long. Like it's
Yeah,
taller
yeah.
than an Empire State Building. It's like that's how big that ship is, and that
Yeah.
that canal was built in a different era. I mean, I think. Can you check when was
The
Suez
Suez
Canal
Canal.
built? I think it
Yeah.
was
It
built in the
was
60s or
The 50s, I think.
What am I doing? Suez Canal. Suez
Canal.
Canal. And I could spell that correctly. I didn't
Yeah.
need Google to help me. Okay.
Yeah,
So
what
when
canal?
was it built?
Built in
Which
which
year?
year? 1859.
No.
Yeah.
What?
When was the Suez Canal built and by whom? French diplomat Ferdinand somebody or other won a license to create the Suez Canal Company from the Viceroy of Egypt. Yeah. In the
Construction
1850s. Construction began in 1859, with shares in the company selling mostly to French buyers. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. So just to reiterate the point, it was built in a different era.
Yes.
So I'm sure
It
they're
must have
like
been. It must have been. Or was that? I'm just trying to think. What the Suez Canal crisis, which was the 50s,
yeah. That was
and
the
there was a lot
50s.
of wars and land grabbing and people trying to settle down after the Second World War. So were they not reinforcing that canal at that time?
I think that canal went through like can you check on Google how many like expansion stages did it go through? Because I'm pretty sure it was expanded.
Yeah. And now they're doing another one at the moment.
Yeah.
What? So you can have dual carriageway.
Well, it says that Egypt launches Suez Canal expansion, and
That's
this
in
was back in
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Is the ship still blocking the Suez Canal? Yeah.
Well, considering it's now Easter weekend,
Yeah.
it's been there over a week.
Let's just see if they've got a history on here. Benefits. 7 new tunnels, floating bridge, technology valley, industrial zone, fish farming, Russian industrial zone, developing existing ports.
And it's not that long. It's like 35 kilometers long.
Jeez. But
Yeah, it's
still,
just
I
so
mean,
narrow, though.
Yeah, it is narrow.
I mean, the ships pass each other. If there's now sandbanks emerging and they're not being dredged on a regular basis, that channel is just like a river then.
Yeah. And it gets silted up quite quickly. So that's why that like there's most likely over 100 meters of that ship stuck on basically a sandbank on one side, because
Yeah.
that canal is also not symmetrical. It's not like it's deep in the center and then shallow on the sides. I think it's basically shallow on one side and deeper on the other side.
Well, naturally, the turbulence from the ships that go through there is going to have an effect on the silt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it's saying here that the Suez Canal is only about 200 meters wide. So there's
Yeah.
no ways you'd be able to turn a 400 meter ship around.
No.
Never. Turn around.
So
Reverse.
So if it's 200 meters wide, right, you can't have two ships passing each other. So that means that you can only have traffic one way.
Depends on the size of the ship.
Yeah, they say that there's so much information about this thing. What is the depth of the Suez Canal? 24 meters.
Jesus. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Jeez. Oh, well.
So this is going to happen again. So talk me through some of the other options. You're saying Egypt's going to do something? Bridges and tunnels?
No, I was just looking at all the...
I mean, look how big that ship is. Look how big that ship is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and
There's
look,
no
this
way it was
picture
gonna
is
turn
taken
around.
from another ship, right? That's all. This video is taken from another ship that's almost as big as that ship. That's standing right behind it. I mean,
It's crazy.
and then most likely another 50 ships behind that ship.
So you think everyone's going to now reverse up the canal?
Well, you can't.
Well, you just keep doing flag messages, going, turn back, reverse, tell the guy behind you, and he can tell the guy behind him. Bush telegraph.
I mean, look how many ships are stuck in there.
Jeez. It's crazy, yeah. Yeah. Someone's in shit.
Well, that's the one thing for sure is I'd hate to be the captain of that ship right now. I feel sorry for the guy, you know.
I would have resigned by now and then go, I'm not the captain.
Captain?
Captain? Oh, he was
It
here
wasn't
last
me.
week, but he's gone now.
It wasn't me. Yeah.